Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to, what the fuck are we doing here? Seriously, guys.
This is DTM 1992 at the Moscow short layout. We've lost about 5 minutes of the race because Martin's incompetent.
With me, as always, is the man, the myth, the Mama Luke, Martin Edwards, and the man, the myth, the mass murderer, Mike Magus. What the fuck is up, bitches? Allegedly.
As Rochelle Guerin toppling down to the back of the pack there.
RCOP!
Or is that a... I think that was legit, but we seem to have some kind of timing problem going on here.
I'm going to go ahead and blame Martin.
I am as well.
I was on the road and hoping to be home just on time. And when I got to my friend's place, I had to remote to my laptop and my PC, and I had all sorts of problems remoting. We missed that big 5-6 minutes of race.
What were you doing over there at your friend's place?
If I had been informed, I could have told my roommate how to start the recording, and that would probably fix it.
I could have asked.
And had I been informed, I would have gone, well, what the fuck do you want me to do about it?
Yes.
Alejandro Silvaro making a nice overtake there on that is Christoph Verstappen who gets the job back. This is a weird little course, I must say.
Yes, totally.
And Silvara is now behind Verstappen once again. Mike Stoffmill in the lead from Leandro Carroll. Max Simmons in third place, keeping up his strong run of form. And then it is Verstappen, Silvara, Lipchak, Riccobeni, Wayne Medeiros, Guillermo Taylor, Johnny Major, Ronaldo Tavares, and Rochelle Guerin, as I believe Lucky Chop is not running based on the 4 laps down stat that, or display that I'm being given here.
RCOP, RCOP, RCOP.
So I'm checking the qualifying here, and it was Mike Stockman, Paul Riccobeni, Leandro Carroll, no surprise on these three. Max Simmons and Silvera has been very fast with this. And then Verstappen in 6. And then it goes down to a few people that don't know yet.
Andre the Stripper.
The only person I don't know in this field is Mr. Lipchak. Everyone else I'm fairly familiar with.
I've been lip-checked a couple times.
We have Rochelle Guerin on our screen here in the Mercedes. She's tracking down another Mercedes, that of Ronaldo Tavares.
Dun, 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 dun.
Does make me wonder what happened to Paul Riccobeni if he qualified on row 1 and is back in 7th position.
I keep forgetting that we're in the middle of an actual race and not just warming up or qualifying.
This
is live.
This is the action. Right
Why
here.
is everybody driving a rectangular box car? Why can't you drive something with some, I don't know, aerodynamics and shit?
Because these are 1992 German-made cars.
Oh my fucking god.
They are hideous.
Is this the K car?
These are awesome.
These are BMWs.
Is this what I hear, when I hear K car, what is that? Oh! That looked, preemptive.
Silvera
getting the job done there on Christoph Verstappen. Rochelle Guerin is tracking down Ronaldo Tavares.
Come on, Rochelle.
And there is Christoph Verstappen trying to get back at Silvara, but a mistake there has opened up the door to the tic-tac car of Lipchak. And behind
that's my livery in this series.
Well, it's not now. You didn't show up.
God, jeez. This is
Ezekiel Lipchak from Argentina.
If you haven't picked up on it by now, this commentary is going to be largely a shit show.
I mean, we came in like a third of the way through the race. I mean, it's obvious. Lipchak, by the way, going very wide there. Jesus. And that's going to
I've been lip-checked a couple times.
That'll let Paul Riccobeni up into 6th place in the Zack Speed Mercedes. So we've seen Mercedeses, we've seen BMWs. Do we have any Audis, any Fords, any Opals in the building? Or are they completely lacking?
Max says...
I don't know, because nobody turned on the flags.
Indeed. And I believe Mike Stoffmill is in the Ford Mustang, if memory serves from prior DTM races. So that leaves that potentially we have everything but an Opal. So, come on, guys. Show the Opal some love.
You need some
Roy,
opals, you need some sapphires, and some garnets.
Roy and Gerard Clementine are booked with the Opal.
I don't think they've shown up for anything, though.
Not yet.
Paul Riccobeni putting the pressure on. That is Christoph Verstappen up ahead of him. Now we know Riccobeni is a little out of position. He qualified on row 1 and is back in 6th place. Mistake there by Verstappen, and that is going to let the Mercedes up alongside him, but unable to get the job done. Like a bad marksman, you keep missing. Oh, God. Not.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That's terrible.
Paulo, what the heck?
That wasn't Paulo's fault. That was.
I'm not saying it's
that was
Paulo's fault. I'm saying, like, that dude is cursed.
Verstappen getting into the really, really solid water cans there and taking out Paul Riccobeni's front end. And that has promoted Mr. Lipchak to 5th place with Wayne Medeiros 6th and Guillermo Taylor 7th. And that is Paul Riccobeni. And that's not a healthy looking car.
Paulo Ricardo Bongo seems to be the best racer that is continually cursed.
I mean, it's definitely up there. And it's and he's a very clean driver. Like, that's the other thing. Normally when you run into like a cursed driver, it's a guy who takes a lot of risks. It's a guy who's putting his car kind of in danger. Rochelle Guerin has gotten past Ronaldo Tavares, by the way. That is her up in 10th position there in the Sonics Mercedes.
RCOP.
Indeed. Not so much in these cars, but she seems to
I
like
need
them.
I need one of you to, Mike, I need you to teach either Paulo or your boy Javier to do the recordings, because I want to do me and Paulo and Javier and this like super chill, ridiculous commentary type scenario.
The B team chill commentary. Oh, Rochelle and Tavares
Super chill.
getting into it, very physical.
Get up, Mercy!
Not really sure if that was an above board move there by Guerin. She kind of shoved Tavares
I don't
off,
give a
but
shit.
it seems like Tavares might have been going off on his own as well. So
I don't give a shit. Fuck him up. Put him in the wall.
Guillermo Taylor on the tail of Brazil's Wayne Medeiros. This is Brazil versus Argentina. The guns will undoubtedly come out. And I'm not sure if Christoph Verstappen is running or not, based on the fact that he keeps flipping spots with Lucky Chop. I'm thinking he's not.
It's a small world after all. It's my world. I'm sorry, what?
So Paul Riccobeni is still in 9th place despite missing a good chunk of his car. And this is a top 8 reverse grid, right, Martin?
Yes. You are
So
correct.
if we look on the bright side, if he can get past Johnny Major up there in the other Zach Speed Mercedes teammates, maybe Johnny will let him a hand. That would put him on pole for race 2. So well, then again, he was on the front row in this race and did not convert to a very good result, it appears. So not really sure if that's actually all that useful.
I predict there's going to be a lot of spicy racing. It's kind of why we wanted to do small track.
Boy caliente.
Well, the DTMs are very slippery little cars, and yeah, these tracks that we... Oh, Johnny gets very wide, and there goes Paul Riccobeni in 8th place.
There it is.
Paul Riccobeni has got the reverse grid pole if he can hold off the much healthier car of Johnny Major. Unless Johnny Major has some damage that we're unaware of. I mean, I guess it could just be, internal as opposed to external, but I imagine the engine of Paul is also not terribly healthy. Guillermo Taylor on the tail in the AMG factory Mercedes of the BMW of Wayne Medeiros. It's going to be Mike Stoffmill who takes race 1 from Leandro Carroll and Max Simmons, followed by Alejandro Silvara in 4th place, ahead of this battle here between Guillermo Taylor and Wayne Medeiros. Medeiros has got the better of it looks like, and will finish in 6th, ahead of Taylor, and it will be Paul Ricardo Riccobeni on pole for race 2 as he holds off Johnny Major to the line. And here comes Rochelle Guerin to round off the top 10.
All right. Good one, Rochelle.
I mean, she beat one guy.
Whoa, sexist.
Oh yeah, they're DNF.
Well, it's also we only got 13 cars here total, so I mean, that's the other problem. Can confirm no pulls in the field. It's largely a Mercedes BMW field, the only exceptions being the Stop Mill Mustang and the Audi of Max Simmons, who both got podiums. So there you go, guys. Think a little outside the box, and you too can have great success at Moscow.
On the boxy car, for sure.
In a boxy car. Very boxy car.
Is this a K car?
This is not a K car.
Oh, all right.
So it will be an all Mercedes front row with Paul Riccobene and Guillermo Taylor. And then it's an all BMW row 2 with Medeiros and Lipchak. And then Silvara is also in a BMW. And then the Audi of Max Simmons.
There we go.
We are off heading towards the first corner here. The first corner is very tricky. It's actually pretty challenging. And right there, Mr. Lipchak, Ezekiel, fights off Wayne Medeiros, who's putting the pressure on. And behind them, it is Silvara, Simmons, and Stopmill. Someone is pointed the wrong direction towards the back.
Oh, boy.
I believe that was Johnny Major. I do not know what happened there, but certainly Mr. Major has come out the bad end of it. Lucky Chop is racing, so he is still here. That's good. And that means we have 13 cars.
Does this mean he is not the unluckiest chop that's ever been?
True.
Max Simmons, very courageous to grab the Audi.
Max Simmons got real wide there and lost a spot to Mike Stoffmill. Guillermo Taylor in third place. He has slipped behind Mr. Lipchak. Paul Riccobene is already up about 2 seconds, so I mean, if Paul can not destroy his car, maybe a win is on the cards here.
Go, Paolo. Go, Paolo. It's your birthday. Get your race on.
As, I mean, on the downside, Mike Stoffmill is carving his way through the field like a turkey and is up to 4th place already.
Turkey.
As he overtakes Wayne Medeiros there. That is Guillermo Taylor. And he is trailing Ezekiel Lipchak. They are battle for 2nd place. Stoffmill there in the Mustang behind them, which is a car I associate with from my youth. My dad was a big Mustang fan.
He's coming in.
And he is looking for the overtake there. Medeiros and Max Simmons behind them. Simmons getting very wide again and losing a spot there to Leandro Carroll.
Riccobene watch. Eat shit. You're never going to catch him. Fuck off. You might as well just quit now.
Mike Stoffmill is doing his best as he overtakes Guillermo Taylor for 3rd place.
No.
We're in your corner, Paul. Go, Paul.
I got a feeling I'm going to get a message by Max Simmons asking to switch the car.
Yeah, because he's very short.
He took a podium in race 1. Can't really complain. To be honest, I don't think the Audi is as bad as you guys make it out to be. My only problem with it is there is literally one livery. All the Audis look like that red and silver car. That's the boring part.
That's your problem?
I mean,
Max, if you're out there,
Max,
really pressure them to see if you can get the Koenigsegg in here.
Oh. By the way, Mike Stoffmill up into 2nd place with a beautiful overtake of Mr. Lipchak and the Tic Tac.
Riccobene watch. Eat shit.
You got 12 minutes, Stoffmill, to make up 5.5 seconds. This is your mission if you choose to accept it.
So I would say that Lipchak is what, a Div 2 probably?
I would have to look at the log file. Guillermo Taylor is a Div 2, and he seems to be having a hard time getting around Mr. Lipchak, so I would suggest at least Div 2.
Yeah.
And then in behind them. Mind you, these cars are also weird, though, because there are some drivers who are actually quite quick in them that are just not really quick in anything else. So, that's weird. Like, this is a series where I wouldn't want to base someone's division off of how they do in it, to be honest.
Riccobene watch.
Max Simmons is...
Maybe you don't need as much shit as you possibly previously could have, because Mike Stoffmeals was sacrificed.
Well, just remember, he's a member of the local LXL Simus group, right? He's not ESR, so I'll just put him in Div 2 for this series.
I would imagine that probably makes sense. I mean, he is running in third place. Granted, a lot of that is the reverse grid, but he did pretty well in race 1, it seemed. So, you know, I'd say that's definitely probably.
There's a train forming behind him.
Indeed, and Leandro Carroll is the guy getting kind of boned over in this because Carroll's kind of the third battler for the title with Paul Riccobeni.
Definitely the fastest guy.
And Mike Stoppmel. So he is stuck right now behind this train that consists of Mr. Lipchak, Guillermo Taylor, Max Simmons, who Carroll just overtook. But Simmons is fighting back. See, this is what the Audi can do, is it can recover from losing grip so well because of the four-wheel drive aspect of it.
True that. And it's heavy.
It's a car that you can definitely throw around, but Guillermo Taylor just got shuffled back there behind Carroll and Simmons.
Do the shuffle, Mike. Do the shuffle.
And the other guy on the back of this is Alejandro Silvara, who's another very quick driver and is kind of caught in this train. Further back, Rochelle Guerin, currently in the hot seat for race 3 pole.
RCOP.
And Silvara overtaking Taylor there, and Carroll losing a spot to Max Simmons in the Audi that you have been so maligning.
God damn.
Maximize the Simmons.
And he's now going down the inside to try to get onto that podium ahead of Lipchak.
He's gonna get that. Yeah.
I've been Lipchak a couple of those.
So are you standing by your accusations of the Audi?
I just don't enjoy driving it.
That's
Is
like,
that because you're bad at driving?
That's like your opinion, man.
Hey, take that right there. That's my car.
You guys should totally come over and watch the Big Lebowski.
Whoa! Every time they go through that turn, Max Simmons is on the absolute limit. And Carroll gets Lipchak for fourth place. Next up on the Lipchak queue is Alejandro Silvara. See if he can get past. Rounding off the field, because they've not really been featured really at all by the camera, Rochelle Guerin, Johnny Major, Christoph Verstappen, Panaldo Tavares, Wayne Medeiros is at the back, not sure what happened there, and Lucky Chop.
Oh.
And Silvara tried to go around the outside there, and that was really never on. I'm not really sure what the logic on that was.
I think he just avoided him. He hit the brakes and went straight.
Some liberal definitions of track limits there. And you know what? If the game isn't going to give you a drive-through penalty, that's perfectly fine.
You go, boy.
Oh.
And this is the favorite part of the track to watch Max Simmons in, because that car is absolutely hanging it all out there. As he is battling with Leandro Carroll's BMW.
This equals Spark.
This happens here.
And Carroll getting third
what the
there.
fuck?
Oh. Camera work.
Johnny Majors spins Rochelle Guerin around.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's coming back. Simmons is
Max
coming
Simmons
back.
is still fighting and still determined to make this a fight.
Oh my god. Okay, he gave him room there.
This is
That
the one
could
thing.
have ended badly.
This is one thing I don't like about them, is that stupid windshield wiper being up. Like, that's kind of annoying. Breaks the line
It's
sight.
a splitter?
It functions in no way as an aerodynamic splitter.
It's a horizontal splitter. You just shut the fuck up.
So Max Simmons still on the tail. By the way, Johnny Major rear-ending Rochelle Guerin. Not advisable. Don't rear-end the marshal's or the steward's daughter. It's silly.
Hey, he's impartial.
He's impartial, but she's going to report it as more.
Riccobeni watch. Eat a bucket of shit.
I mean, it is down to 3 seconds.
Yeah, but it's taking him like 4 minutes to get it down that far.
6 minutes, yeah, but still, he's
Yeah, okay. Point
He's
out the
still
fact
catching
that I'm
him.
bad at math.
still catching him.
I'm bad at math and I've had some drinks.
You're not bad at math. You're just drunk.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that to the bank. 100%. That is the best compliment anybody's said about me in like 3.5 weeks.
And it's me. I mean, we're talking about math, and I'm complimenting you. I mean, that's the thing. I have, by the way, in this series, instructed Rochelle that she is to remind Paul of the amount of fuel that he needs to complete all the races.
Dear Paulo,
So,
please.
I texted her as we were starting to play soccer. I'm like, remember, you have to tell Paul exactly how much fuel he needs because he's like a child who doesn't put enough gas in the car.
Like a child that doesn't go to the washroom before car ride.
Silvara getting very wide
no.
there, and that is going to promote Guillermo Taylor to 6th place. On the bright side, that will put Silvara on the front row for race number 3 if he stays there. Which right now he would be sharing with Johnny Major. I think we've lost Lucky Chop at some point. He is shown as 2 laps down to Rochelle Guerin, 12th place now. And
I mean, I think we can all agree that Michelle should really be in like at least 3rd place right now.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but she should be in 8th. Because Johnny Major did deploy the cow catcher to remove her from that position.
Rickabody watch, you could chug a gaggle of dicks.
Eat donkey.
Is that going too far?
I don't think there is such a thing as too far in this regard.
Rickabody watch, you could consume the entirety of the Nuremberg trials.
Here we go.
Guillermo Taylor trying to find a way around Mr. Lipchak.
Inside.
Nope.
And the Tic-Tac car denies the Mercedes for the time being. By the way, Max Simmons has kind of dropped off of Leandro Carroll, so the podium streak might be over for Max.
Motherfucking Tic-Tac, nope.
Well, I don't know about that. Guillermo's got the inside line here on the final turn.
Yeah,
that should be enough. There you go.
The Mercedes have top speed there.
The Mercedes are very quick.
I expected a lot more commitment from a man named Ezekiel. But I'm just putting that out there. I go religious. You guys are like backing off. I see how it is.
I just think that there are better religious puns there to make, man. I mean, like Job.
Sure, but they don't present themselves at the moment.
True.
No, he stretched it like Ezekiel. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. Wait, are you getting a porn update there, Martin?
That's Windows detecting something on the other
No,
PC.
Windows detected that we enjoy the bondage porn involving toes.
So Guillermo Taylor is suddenly put in a pretty good run here to 5th place, but he is under pressure from Lipchak and Silvara, who I believe are both faster than him if qualifying stance.
I know that Silvera is very fast for having racing with him.
Indeed.
And there's a following update which I have provided, which you will enjoy after this race is done.
Indeed.
Don't watch that on stream.
Alejandro Silvara overtaking Lipchak there for 6th place. 6th place.
Get up, Tic-Tac, Lipchak!
I don't think Lipchak can come back against Alejandro Silvara.
Lipchak.
Silvara is a really strong driver.
I lament the fate of RC Guerin. I believe you should be in at minimum, negative 1st place, which puts you way ahead of everybody else in this race.
This is true.
Hell yeah. Teleportation OP.
Indeed. I always have to tell Stockmill and Rick Benny that Jack is about your size, and they seem fascinated by that. It was interesting.
Jack who?
Jack the Stewart.
Oh, Lord. He's about my size?
He's slightly shorter than you, but about the same weight.
Well, I mean, that means he's fat.
Not really. He goes to the gym at an alarming rate.
That means I am genetically superior. No, wait. Hold on. Backtrack.
I doubt that because he's very, very Aryan.
Oh, I see. Hey, jawohl, my commandant.
He is 100% Danish stock.
Oh, so I mean he's like the most southern you can get and still sort of kind of claim to be kind of Viking-ish.
correct. Silvara trying to find his way around Guillermo Taylor. I will say from personal experience, Guillermo Taylor is very difficult to overtake to a point where he may need a word.
I'm fine with it. Totally good with that. That's like the tie. He's the Ty Domi of racing. I'm good. Brickabuddy watch. Eat 3.5 parcels of metric dicks.
Well, he's got 2. He is probably going to hold on to it. That's 2 seconds. I'm not sure even Mike Stopmill can make that up in 1 lap around
seconds.
this track.
Yeah, lap and a half.
1 lap probably, and this lap is only slightly over a minute. You can see the fastest lap there from Alejandro Silvera is 1:05. So
See?
it's a very short lap.
Rickabuddy watch. You have tasted your own defeat. May it be of chocolate sprinkles and acetote.
Indeed. Max Simmons still up in 4th place, although he appears to have made a mistake. He's dropped about 7 seconds back from last we checked in on him, so definitely probably lost the battle with the Audi at some point there.
But it's such a good car.
I didn't say it was such a good car. I'm just saying it has some good features.
I really would like Rochelle to charge forward. Like, listen, Christophe, I got no problems with you. You're a great racer. You seem to be totally cursed in the last couple of weeks. But I really would like Rochelle to be charging towards the front and doing horrible things to people. And unfortunately, you're in the way.
No, you're not going to get your wish in this race, I don't think, as the checker flag has come down. Mike Stopmill failing to catch Paul Riccobeni. Riccobeni, your winner.
Riccobeni, watch, eat a boatload of.
Speaking of Christopher Streppen there, he's looking to get around Ronaldo Tavares' Mercedes, and I think he's going to get the job done there for 10th place.
Coming to the final turn.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, that was a lot of curb.
Ooh.
Can he hang on to it? He's got it. He's got it. That's where Streppen. There we go.
Oh, he ditched in. He fucking ditched in towards the guy. That's amazing.
A little bit. So it is Riccobeni from Stopmill, Carroll, Simmons, Taylor, Silvara, Lipchak, and Medeiros. That is your reverse grid. So Wayne Medeiros and Ezekiel Lipchak will start on the front row ahead of Alejandro Silvera and Guillermo Taylor.
Doesn't matter. Paul's gonna win.
So it's 1, 2, 3 BMW on the grid. Come on, guys. Join the grid. It's no fuel adjustments. You're literally going the same distance you've gone twice already. Which one of these guys is driving the KK Rosberg car? I guess that's my question. So here we go. I know he's in here somewhere. I remember. Anytime I see KK Rosberg's name, I'm going to remember it. Oh, that was a terrible start from Lipchak, and that's going to let Medeiros way up there, and probably give Alejandro Silvera a good run around the outside. But Lipchak holds actually for the time being. And
Max is going in.
Simmons getting a little physical there, and forcing Alejandro Silvera out wide. And now, if I'm not mistaken, a very contentious moment is coming up here, and yep, that is it right there.
Uh-oh. Oh. Damn.
That is the debate in the steward's office right now as to who gets the blame for that.
Like we would say in Quebec, qu'est-ce que fuck?
Lipchak just says, hey, Wayne Medeiros, I'm going to need you to get out of the way, man. This track isn't big enough for the two of us, and that's allowed the Audi of Max Simmons to go on the attack. Go, Max, go.
He's got the top end speed.
Max Simmons to the front in the Audi.
Got it. Oh.
Yeah, maybe not. Lipchak getting down the inside there in the Tic-Tac car, but it's
well
not going to be good enough. And check who's in 5th place.
Come on, Rochelle. Hold them back.
You can do it! Harpoon everybody.
Rochelle Guerin going to get the booty nice and wide and keep them all behind.
Nope. Harpoon everybody, get to the front. Put up a 15.5-second lead.
A couple of guys are really out of position here because you got Hinaldo Tavares there in 6th place, and he's not really been one of the fastest.
How about Carroll in 11th?
And Karen 11th and Riccobeni 10th, Stopmill in 9th.
Yikes.
So they're going to be coming through the field inevitably.
It's going to be a tough call for Jack to make on that one.
I believe he actually feels he's got the call. It's just there is a driver that is kind of protesting it.
Alrighty.
So Hinaldo Tavares losing a spot there to 2 spots actually to Christopher Streppen and Guillermo Taylor, and that is taking the pressure off of Rochelle Guerin for the time being. Coming back at Taylor is Tavares. Tavares is a very robust and aggressive driver on attack. He's a very dogged defender and a challenge to deal with at any time. So I wish Guillermo Taylor a bit of good luck, although Mike Stoffmill might be eliminating that problem for him as he is very much on the tail of... Oh, Paul Riccobeni overtakes Mike Stoffmill, and so does Leandro Carroll.
Oh,
so
goodness gracious.
I'm wondering if Tavares maybe gave him a shove. And speaking of a shove, Alejandro Silveira almost got killed by Wayne Medeiros there.
Riccobeni watch, he coming for that ass.
Indeed. In the meantime, Max Simmons has already got about a 3-second lead over Ezekiel Lipchak, so the Audi is well out in front. There is Rochelle Guerin holding off Christoph Verstreppen, and in the background is her twin car, Guillermo Taylor. Or may not be twin. No, they're not twins. One's the number 3, one's the number 4. They're just teammate cars.
They have one extra piston. You get to choose which one.
And whoa, Alejandro Silveira really wants around Wayne Medeiros, and that might be costing him. A lot of lack of traction off that last turn there towards the end, as Mike Stoffmill has overtaken Leandro Carroll for 10th, and that is Paul Riccobeni going past Hinaldo Tavares. I believe Mike Stoffmill is trying to do the same. There he is in the white Mustang, but Tavares holds. Oh no, he does not hold. And in fact loses a spot also to Leandro Carroll, who's getting very, very close with the Mustang of Mike Stoffmill.
Agreed.
So Tavares, Johnny Major has had something terrible happen to him again because he's way back there.
I believe he was touched by a person of secular power.
Secular power, you say?
Well, perhaps religious. I cast no disparagements except on the entirety of the human race.
Christopher Streppen looking to make a move on Rochelle Guerin. Nothing happening for the time being.
Yeah, what's up with Christoph? He's had the worst luck lately.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, some of it is definitely he just seems to be cursed. Wrong place, wrong time, and all. But he also does have a tendency to be a very aggressive driver, very on the edge. And I think he may be better served as taking, 10 to 15% off of that and just kind of, relax a little bit. And that's just my personal opinion. I am not a particularly good driver, so take it with a grain of salt. It's just what it is. But it does seem like he's always trying to make something happen, and sometimes it's just not really there. And, contact between Rochelle Guerin and that was a BMW of some kind. That was Christoph Verstreppen, so there you go.
Uh-oh.
And Rochelle has dropped back to 11th.
Still dropped back?
Oh, that's too bad.
She seems to have, she is still dropping back. That gap is still growing. Oh no. I've theorized she may have broke the car.
Maybe
she
should have.
No, she's moving it. She's moving again.
Oh, contact.
Contact between Alejandro Silveira and Wayne Medeiros. Not really sure who to blame on that one. There was a lot of movement there. And Wayne seems to have more or less held it, so good on Wayne.
Listen, Rochelle, if you're out there, maybe going for the first date handshake rather than the first date headbutt. I'm just putting that out there. I mean, I could be totally wrong. You could be completely honest about your feelings in the matter, and they fucked it up. But, protect yourself. Just, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, in fairness, she's a rugby player, so the headbutt is pretty.
Oh, rugby player! Fuck you! Eat shit!
Paul Riccobene.
I played against no. I played against female rugby players, and I have scars on my fucking fingers because they grew their nails long and dug in on the ruck. Eat shit! You earn your spot.
She
or
does
fuck
do
off.
That. She does do that. She's South African rugby player, so there you go.
Oh yeah, so she probably puts the goddamn razor blades in her heel.
Anyways, Mike Stopmill with a bit of a banged up looking Mustang there. He got the job done on Paul Riccobene though, and is now going for it on Guillermo Taylor. And Leandro Carroll's still back in 9th place, so Stopmill, contact! Taylor and Stopmill. I would say that might be a little bit on Stopmill there. I don't know if it was reported to the steward's office or not. Would have to take a closer examination to figure it out.
It looked like they were side by side, and it just...
All I know is if you're not specific about your complaints to the steward's office, you can eat shit and die.
Yeah, Jack is slowly having various, absolute mental want to destroy all of you. It's some of the
Jack, if you're out there, please verbally obliterate retards that complain in the vaguest manner possible, because it makes me happy as a service provider in the retail industry.
Mike Stopmill moving to 4th place there, overtaking.
Oh, he's so close to just laughing himself to death.
I mean, it's not far. I'm sure Mr. Joachim Hunviksen appreciates your sentiment.
See.
Although he probably won't do it verbally. He's very self-conscious about his face.
I'll do what I want. Alejandro.
In the meantime, Max Simmons is 9 seconds in the lead, so Audi might be on its way to a victory here. Martin, I don't know how to break this.
Simmons watch eat thousands of tons of shit.
Paul Riccobene getting the job done on that is Wayne Medeiros, so that's 5th place for Paul. And this is working out nicely for Paul and Stopmill, who are up in 4th and 5th, and Leandro Carroll is still struggling and cannot seem to find a way around Christoph Verstappen and Guillermo Taylor. Alejandro Silvara going for an overtake on Ezekiel Lipchak, who's had a pretty eventful debut in the ESR series, if I do say so myself. They better sort this out pretty soon, because there's an angry Mustang coming up behind them, and that's Mike Stopmill.
Angry, broken Mustang.
Very broken. That just makes him angry.
What? Listen, Mike Bravestar Stopmill coming through with the pony power.
And that Mustang is a beast in a straight line, and you can see this Moscow circuit has that real long straightaway. Real long. Alejandro Silvara
right in the mirror
there, and I think Silvara's got the job done there. It looks like he does.
And it looks like the Mustang's gonna come.
Lipchak coming back out.
Here comes, boys! Here comes!
I don't know if he can get around the outside here.
I don't know either, but it's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's to the inside.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
Oh boy!
Got it.
Yeah, boy!
Far from moving into 2nd place, Alejandro Silvara drops back to 4th place because of the Stopmill effect.
Don't watch the movie you think it's pertaining to, because it's bad.
That's true. That is Paul Riccobene in the background there in the Mercedes, so he's coming into play as well.
And let you know a little secret. Ashton Kutcher jumps out at the end and goes, "Look, you got pranked, bro!"
Ooh,
the whole movie.
Very close to contact there with Silvara, and Stopmill avoided though.
Stopmill's taking it right here.
Dun, 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 dun.
The power.
The BMW is, I believe, the weakest of these cars in a straight line, and the Mustang is the strongest, so that's what happened right there.
Can Mikhail Steinstein make up any kind of gap on maximum Simonstein 5000 between here and the
Yeah,
final
no,
checker flag.
I don't think
doubt
it's
it.
possible.
I doubt it's possible too, but I've seen Mike Stoffmeal be a total galactic asshole when it comes to breaking your expectations.
My God, Ezekiel Lipchak is determined to keep Alejandro Silvara behind him, though. Holy
Hell yeah.
shit. He's,
Defense! Defense!
that Tic Tac car is easily 3 cars wide at this point.
Eat shit and possibly have an unpleasant day, sir.
He's taken some lesson off Yevgeny, legendary Yevgeny.
I think at this point, Yevgeny needs to take lessons from him.
Oh god, I don't want any of that. I don't want any either part of that nonsensical equation.
Paul Riccobeni getting past Silvara, and now he will try his luck with the Tic Tac car.
Tic Tac, eat shit.
Oh, here he goes.
Now,
Inside.
Here's the weird thing about Lipchak, if I may, for a moment. He's gotten past pretty easily by Stoffmill and Riccobeni. No shame there. But a couple other people have gotten through easily as well. It's like Alejandro Silvara owes him money or something, and he's determined to keep him behind him.
It's quite possible. There we go. It's
Finally.
done.
I'm just going to go ahead
through.
and say in the last minute, Stoffmill has made up at least 2 minutes of space between himself and maximum Simmons team.
That's about 3 seconds, so he is cutting that gap down. I just don't think he has enough time.
I don't disagree. I just would like to be interested in what possibly could happen in the last 1 minute and 45 seconds.
And in the meantime, we got a great battle here going for 3rd place between Paul Riccobeni, Alejandro Silvara, and Ezekiel Lipchak. We've got Leandro Carroll catching up to them as well. Wayne Medeiros is having a good show. Whoa. Christoph Verstappen in the background. That is not the race line, sir. That is not the optimal way to take a straight line. Because hint, it's a straight line, not a spaghetti zigzag. But Wayne Medeiros.
Guillermo El Toro Taylor.
Mr. Guillermo Taylor, we really do need the story behind your name. Did your family randomly show up in the 1940s?
Some random English folk showed up at some point and extrapolate.
Pretty much. And then it is Verstappen, Garin, and Tavares, and Major. I do think those positions are going to change hands. 9th through 12th, those are pretty set in stone at this point.
If you give this race another 3 minutes, I think Stoffmill could catch up.
I'm not sure about that because he actually was slower that lap than Max Simmons, so
That's because he is not hyped up on the cocaine?
could be. All right, Leandro Carroll, you are next up on the Can You Pass Ezekiel Lipchak challenge.
Lip check. Ooh, ooh. Lip check. Ooh, ooh.
Hip check.
There you go.
Hip check. Lip check. Ooh.
And Lipchak is holding on. This straightaway could be the difference maker, though. That trap might get it in. This is the last chance Leandro Carroll's got to make a move. Max Simmons is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Moscow, where we do not drug test.
But Lipchak will hang on for an exceedingly eventful 5th place. And with a contact with Leandro Carroll at the very finish.
Oh, I think that's the AI when they cross the line there.
Christoph Verstappen comes across in 9th place with a little celebration there. And Rochelle Garin will bring up 10th place ahead of Ronaldo Tavares, who is, I'm not an expert on auto body, but problems.
Hot Tamale Tavares. There you go. I found his new nickname.
Solid. I like it. And bringing up the rear, Johnny Major. a rough day at the office. Missed out on reverse grid pole twice by finishing 9th, and now gets a 12th place finish here. Lucky Chop a DNF. Probably had the rougher day. I believe Lucky DNF'd all 3 races.
Can we really agree that he's the unluckiest of chops that has ever been?
Absolutely. Let's see. What was the fastest lap comparison between Mike Stockmill and the field? He was a half second faster on his fastest lap than anybody else.
But the maximum of
That's a pretty short
Simmons
track.
has prevailed.
Max Simmons, winner in the Audi. Mr. Martin, did you expect the Audi to take a victory here in Moscow?
Very surprising. Very surprising. I think it's because it was that big mess at the start.
I mean, that definitely was a big problem because Carroll, Stockmill, and Riccobene all got caught up in that. So that is a thing. Gonna give you a quick standings rundown here. Because I know that this series is actually one of our tighter ones, I believe, in terms of a championship battle. So I assume people would be somewhat interested in that matter.
There will be a scratch run as well at some point.
So let's see here. Go into the ESR community page here in Raceroom, Race App, pardon me, and DTM 92's scoring detail. Championship lead to Leandro Carroll by 1 point over Mike Stockmill. Mike Stockmill's actually only got 1 win in 6 races. That's stunning. Paul Riccobene is in 3rd, followed by Alejandro Silveira and Guillermo Taylor. The division leaders are respectively Leandro Carroll, Guillermo Taylor, and Rochelle Garin, leading the Division 3 standings.
Unlucky Chop. 3 DNF at Moscow.
I think that last
Correct.
one was actually a DNS. I don't think he ever started race 3. I think he disconnected.
Alrighty.
Might I request a heads-up battle?
Of what kind?
I need Maximum Simmons versus Little Higgs, let me in.
Little Higgs. We'll see if we can arrange that.